I love that picture of you. Okie dokie. XM8 and the M8 Thunderbolt. The XM8 is the same thing as the M8 Thunderbolt. The M8 Thunderbolt's got different turret, more damage, way more pen, worse reload, a little bit better hit points. Way better turret. Sorry, man. What was that? Fucking A.
What's the platoon, bud?
Well, I'm just on. I'm actually not in game right now, so thank you though.
Oh, sorry.
Stepped out for a bit. More than double the sides. More than double the front. More than double the back. But look at the cannon. 14 degrees. 14. This thing is going to be a hill hugger extraordinaire. This was reignited in 2013. Holy cow. Much more damage, 579, but 713 millimeters of penetration. Oh, 160 millimeters of... You can see 160 doesn't do hardly anything. I mean, we're talking about tanks that have got 700 millimeters of penetration. The hull modifier is 1.5. You guys. Oh, that's why. Hey there, thanks for joining me. If you're watching the stream, this is the new Global Ops. I'll leave the starting screen open a little bit longer so you can kind of read over it. It doesn't look like we're quite top tier. 1-1 away, so won't be too bad of a game. Kind of a capture the flag with AI and 3 moving objective points. You see the very first objective point is the carrier village and the bridge. Then it moves to the runway docks. And then it moves to the bunkers, hangars, warehouse, and storage. Anyway.
Loader, ready up.
Tank I'm playing is the it's a light tank. That's Armor Warfare's smoke grenades. You get spotted, you can pop those, back out. Works really well, even for artillery. So I started in the center. I'm gonna get over here and get on this road and head to capture point 2. You'll see that the yellow, those 2 that just spawned down below, and then there'll be 2 in front of me. yellow tanks are AI. They are not very stupid. They are pretty darn good at what they do. Whoops. Hey, drive your tank. Stop talking. I can't chew gum and walk either, but, you know, that's okay. So now I'm going to come into here. I'm going to load some heat, which means I'll be ready by the time I get up to this guy. I just about took away the rest of his.
Identified.
Take it over. Carrier, Black Company.
Woo, got some heavies up here. Believe it or not, this little guy's got some pretty good damage. Up front. Well, you'd think that would be the end of the game, but that's not it. Oh, it's a global announcement. They're doing stuff at Twitch. That's pretty cool. Thanks for joining me on YouTube.
Don't let hostiles hold the village.
Much of a Twitch guy yet.
Push them out.
Light tanks get this extra little bonus here you see down on the left-hand corner, M, that I just activated, and you can see just how fast I kind of took off. It's tantamount to, oh, I don't know what you would want to call it. Maybe, how about Nox? So it's Nox for your tank. Get you going. So now you can see we carry 2 points. We're going to need to continue to defend those points. And pretty soon here, some stuff's going to pop up that we're going to be able to get to help us defend these points. Some fuck, man. All right, sorry, dude. Jeez. Okay, keep poking, keep prodding. I'll go to the next one. Another Stingray 2 coming at me here. Let's see if I'm taking some artillery fire. Spaced armor in the very front of him. Okay, you see those other 2 points. Now we can get some, we can rush over and capture some of these points and get some, gosh, if I can talk and drive. And get some spotting done. It doesn't look like anybody in our team wants to go get it, so I'll ask and get over here and go get it. So, time to move over. So now I'm just going to run into this point. Now we'll be able to get some free spots out of this, which will help our class and help our team. First person into this cap circle keeps it and gathers all of the points. The second person will help capture it faster, but they don't get the reward. So it's the first person in gets the reward. No matter how fast you can cap it. Now I'm going to hit my reward, and you can see I'm going to pop up spots right there. So you can see we've got 3 people incoming. That's going to really help them. Now they're capturing a point that is going to take and change. You see these little bunkers here? It's going to take and change those bunkers to enemy bunkers, or wherever they decide to place them. They launch missiles out of them, and they're pretty bad. So they'll do some damage to whoever comes by. This guy needs some help here. He's a good.
No effect.
Oh gosh, penetration, huh?
Be careful, the TRF's moving.
So I'm going to try and take this guy. I'm going to try and take out some of his optics and stuff. HE here works pretty good, so. There you go. Now he won't be able to reload very well.
So we can shut the valves off.
Not going to be able to reload very well again. Now he's looking for somebody else. There's his critical track.
Secure the runway.
We'll just keep pecking him away here. Missed again. After this, we'll...
Identify target.
Now we got some Sable loaded. See if we can do some more damage to the guy. There, now he's immobilized. He can't get away from anybody else who may be able to pen him. I can't do it, certainly. And we pinned on the last 11 points, so that was pretty cool. That was a good result. Here we've got a BMP over here.
Black Company, take out those SAMs so we can send in air support.
So you can see now the objective has moved on to number 2. Second objectives, they've all moved. We're carrying one, they're carrying one. You see down on the bottom left-hand side there, we are actually going to cap a point that's going to give us a stealth bomber run.
Identify target.
Wow, what did I get hit by? Oh, another stingray. You had help from a friend. That's all it... Oh, no, it wasn't a stingray. Anyway, we capped that, so I should be able to spawn at another location. We'll get some help up here to the north of the map. We'll try and take 4. And it looks like they were the ones that ended up getting the stealth bomber, and there it income. You can see the trains. It's going to drop all of these nice bombs on our... see them coming down. It's going to drop bombs on us and take up quite a bit. Oh, that was pretty good for us. They only got one run. They only got one bomb on that run. So... Not bad. But all in all, a really fun mode. You can see that I'm heading over, and I'm going to try and take this cap point. Whoop, it just switched. I'm going to try and take this cap point first, so that I can set up and take some.
Secure the hangar so we can land the bird.
Here comes, damn it! Here comes some AI, and like I said, AI is not dumb. Every time I get hit, it does reset the cap circle. I won't be able to cap this and take it. So now I've got it. I'm going to set this up because they are going to try and take this point. So now you're going to see every time I'm going to get hits that I didn't do anything to deserve. So now that times 4 that's down there below is going to show.
Don't let them secure it.
Now, if they spawn in that area, those turrets or those towers that I've got out there will hopefully hit them. Well, now you can see clearly a storm has come in. And that reduces the visibility of most everybody.
Ammo up. Find another target. They're coming.
Oh, that was Artie. You're going to get a warning when Artie is incoming. It's only about 2 seconds. Artie's still going to smack you pretty good, but...
Good job, Black Company. Hold position.
So I'm actually going to go for that bombing run cap because somebody else has already got it, but this guy doesn't seem to want to know where he's driving. So I'm going to come up the enemy side to see if I can get on that cap.
Identified.
Awesome, thanks.
right?
Go Sabo.
Oh, there it is. There's that that level again. I always forget that I've got to keep this. Got to keep this this thing aimed in the right direction because the back side of this thing.
Incoming! Driver, move!
Extract us. Go Sabo. Go Keep. Identify.
Track the stairs! Oh, thanks.
Ooh, boy. The tank that I'm playing, the back end raises up quite a bit. So if when you're in a close fight like that, you tend to get. Hey. Hey, what? You tend to get. Well, you tend to get tracked. Excuse me. You tend to shoot over your target because it raises your gun up. So anyway, there it is. I'm gonna rush in and see if we can get this point down here. Somebody else looks like they're already headed for it, but you get some pretty good damage with those towers. So, and then if we don't get them, they get them, and you know it takes 10 points off for every tank that dies. So, yeah, it looks like this heavy's going for it. So I'll let him take that. And we lost. Dang it.
Channel switched.
So in a nutshell, that's Armored Warfare and their new global ops. If you do well enough, you can get some performance rewards. They've got these little boxes that kind of come in to play. I don't have any to open right now, but you open them, they give you global and premium active boosts. Those active boosts last, the premium ones last a few hours. The other boosts last one game, and they can do well. They do a fair amount for your for your crew, and they're pretty advantageous. But all in all, I'm liking this. If I can keep queue times low. Whoops, hold on a second. I know why my queue times have been high. I don't pay for a whole ton of premium all the time, all at once. So if you keep premium on, you get to the first of the list. If you don't, your queue times are pretty high. So that's one of the ways, like World of Tanks, that you have to you have to make your money, and so do they. This line eventually leads to, it's under Shishkin, leads to this tank here. I'll show you, I'll do a preview of this tank. This thing is pretty radical looking. It's a Polish tank, PL0101. It's a light tank. 300 something effective armor on the very, 150 effective armor on the very front, but it's the sloping that really does everything for us. I mean, it's even sloped in from the outsides. But, that's still not very much. I mean, you're talking a game where some of the tanks, including this tank, has over 700 millimeters of penetration. Very different than other tank games. You're looking at angling and sloping and tank position and a lot of waggling and moving around and just simply playing your hit points, knowing where to be at the right time, play your hit points, make sure that you're doing what the team needs to be doing in this global ops. In PvP, it's a little bit more every man for himself, but not too bad. So that's the line I'm going down. The Terminator, the HIFV, the T-15, this is one heck of a line. This BMD-4, you can see right there, does over 2,800 damage per minute. Wolfie has the highest damaging tanks in the game. They're actually the recon vehicles. You can see that this Sphinx, once it pops up here, does over 10K per minute. Now, obviously, it's not going to, It's not going to pen everything or every time, but if you can pen it, you're going to go through, you're going to wipe out a tank in half a clip. So, fire rate of over 100 rounds a minute. The Crab, fire rate of 250 rounds a minute with 9,700 damage. Anyway, these are all wheeled vehicles. There's the Sphinx. It's kind of a cool looking little job. One heck of a mean little gun on it. Those little tubes that are sticking out right around here, they're typically the smoke grenade tubes, and this one actually has a pod of rockets on either side. If you play rockets, or something that has rockets, the tanks that I'm playing don't, but if you play rockets, it gives you kind of two abilities, and if you stagger them correctly, you can fire a rocket off while the other main gun is still reloading, and then as soon as the rocket is gone and it's impacted its target, you can switch over to your main gun and it's ready to rock and roll, so the firepower can be continuous. Although if you disengage the reticle for your anti-tank missile before it impacts its target and you switch to your main gun, it loses its tracking and just veers off into nothingness. So it won't hit where you aim. So if I could offer up a suggestion, I would say download the game. It's free to play. It is better to be a premium person, but we need as many people in this game mode and playing this game as we can. It's quite a bit different. You can see that I stream at 4K at over, at 29 frames a second. I think that's what the server will push. So
Loader, ready up.
it's quite fun, and it's not as toxic as the other tank game. Now you can see I spawned in the lower section, and
Command is still waiting for payment. We're staying put until the funds are transferred. Primary targets are marked on your map. We have reports of Tahina Division patrols in the area, and Op 4 is inbound.
Identify target.
Hostile tank.
Loader, save up.
No effect. Target down. Hit him hard.
Save up.
Ammo up.
oh, missed that shot.
Stay alert, Alpha team.
Loader, team.
Got to try and get some spots for my team on this this spawn point here, or on this capture.
Get to the punch, Alpha. Whoever controls the bridge controls access to the dock.
Now the second I'm lit, we'll pop some smoke and hopefully keep myself safe.
Nice. Hold position so we can
Nice,
raise
we
the
did
bridge.
it.
Damn it, they secured this position.
Loader, team.
Oh,
Gun damage.
Loader, team.
Don't let them secure the carrier.
All right, let's go take some other points.
Identify target.
Hostile tank. Alpha, where do you want those?
By the way, unlike other tank games, if you
Hostile truck parked.
Hardpoint located. Let's get some AT teams in there. Alpha, where do you want those teams? Roger, send it. AT team deployed.
Identify target.
Off the train. Move, move!
All right, let's see if we can take this point here.
Move!
All right, let's see if we can take this point here. We're going to drop this point right where I think they're going to be at the most, which is probably right here.
Roger, send it.
We've got quite a bit already. We've got quite a bit already up and hitting them from their side, so we don't need very many. We're probably not going to get too awful many kills with this thing, but we're kind of dominating on this one, or on this match at least, except for up north. I mean, that's where they're kind of coming from, is way up north, so maybe we can catch some from that north spawn point when they try and get out of Dodge. I know that the second phase is about to start here pretty quickly. We're going to stay on this and see if we can.
Alpha, change of plan.
There it is.
Sending coordinates to your next objective. Move out. Hardpoint located. Let's get some AT teams in there.
This is a really hard capture point for anybody in a light tank like myself to take, because I'm just not going to be able to fight anybody off. Okay, you see those hits and you hear the noise. That was my guys taking somebody out. So
Target eliminated.
there was another target we hit, and we just about got this point. And as soon as I get this, I'm going to bugger off.
Beginning flooding now.
I'm going to bug out, go get some hard cover.
Alpha, AT threat is coming from those hardpoints.
See if I can. Ooh, big ping rate. Holy cow, what's going on here?
Don't let Op 4 establish control of the runway.
Woo, 620. Come on back for some more, bud.
Coming from those hardpoints.
Uh-oh, little guy. Hey, what are you doing?
Identify target.
Hostile tank.
Load heat.
No good. Op 4 can bring their own birds in now.
Identify.
Hostile tank.
Load heat. Nailed it.
Stop them from reaching your dry dock.
Oh, didn't do it fast enough. Well, at least I have that hard point for a while. I can't keep off 3 of them, though, especially one that's going to flank, and then this big beast right there. So,
Secure the control.
yeah.
Keeping us from flooding the dry dock. Take point.
Oh, there's that bug again. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's working. Try and hit for 5. Looks like we've got a Centurino. Centurino?
Hardpoint located. Let's get some AT teams in there.
That's it. That's AFK. Bummer. So we Man alive, my ping is horrible. Holy cow.
Identified.
Hostile PC. Secure that runway so we can get some air in here. Turret 10.
Identified.
Perfect.
There's those little BBLs or BBRs. Holy cow. Now, you can see there's a little blue set of wrenches on the other sides over there, and those blue wrenches will actually repair my tank. So if I can make it past, I have to use some smoke, stay hidden. They're going to take that point, but I have no chance in defending them.
Stay alert. Hostiles in the area. Alpha, where do you want those? Roger, send it. Destroyed. Damn it.
That's why the repairs are so darn good. He thought he had me dead to rights. So now I've got 46 seconds until I can actually use that repair point again. So there is a 1 minute cooldown on that thing, but you know, it's pretty darn good to have it. So we're gonna go in here and see if we can sneak in and get some damage on this guy. Oh, looks like he was taken out. That's good. We're gonna help this guy cap it out.
Don't let him secure the hangar. Nice work securing the storage.
Okay, it's probably been about a minute. I know that I'm not going to be able to take anybody or do anything at the current rate that I'm. The current rate of my tank. The current condition is quite bad, my fellow.
Nice work with the
Sorry, that was my best Trump impression, and it was pretty poor. Well, you know, if it was built here in America, it's a better tank. Sorry. It is an American tank, man. Oh, I was not aware of that.
Alpha, take out the SAM so we can get air support in here.
There's that point. Looks like the BMD is going to go for that. The BMD-4. Is he going to take it? No. Challenger's going to take it. Okay. It's a darn good point to have, to handle. You can see they're coming in for a carpet run. They're going to try and take that stealth bombing point, but they're not going to get it. Our guys are going to come in and whoop them for it. I'm going to switch to some armor pen and see if we can get some damage here. This guy's going to get it. We're going to help him get it a lot quicker if we just stop. There he is. Now he's got it. Hopefully he gets that thing and lays it. I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see exactly what happens. So there it is. He's coming in. You can see on our screen that he's coming in. And that's well, then the guy sends it and then bails on me, so he can't even cover my backside. So, wow. Anyway, so there went the bombing run. You can see he killed a lot right through there. I think that was probably at least 4, so that was good. Let's see what the heck is happening here. Oh, there's that Challenger 1 Falcon or whatever they. Halo, I don't know what they call it, but it's a different Challenger. It's got a full auto turret on top of it. So I've not seen that tank very many times in game. So yeehaw! Do a little bunny hopping in the desert out here. Zoom in on this M1. Oh, we lost too quickly. So you can see even holding those points, if we die too quickly or we don't keep the points long enough, or we don't hold them long enough, clearly the tickets just run down and you're out. So currently this is the only map. This is the only one they tell me that they've got. So yeah, let's encourage them and help them any way we can to try and get better maps. We don't need any maps like some of the other tank games, which they end up having to change because they're just sloppy and things like that. But not a bad performance. Let me show you what, the totals that you're looking at here. You can see that we did about over 7,000, but you can see that Centurion, and then that BMD4 did 14,778. So that's the next line that I'm going to go down, because those BMDs are just ripping into the damage. They're just tearing through it. So hopefully we'll get, you know, we can burn through that one pretty quickly. But you can see I'm most of the way. I can advance the progress by using the same thing. You can convert global reputation and things like that, but there again, it costs gold to do it. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm just fine with advancing the way that I am. I don't have all of the stuff that well, that a press account would have or anything else like that. But yeah. Anyway. I'm not paid to do this. I'm simply just a gamer, probably like yourself, that just absolutely enjoys, you know, the strategy of things. And clearly, premium has really made a difference in my queue times. So, if you're the same person that was in here before, you can definitely tell. Leave a comment down below. Do you prefer to watch streaming videos on YouTube or on Twitch? Whichever you prefer. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow tankers, I will endeavor to well, I am at your request. I'm here but to serve. What was that show? Millennial Man?
Driver, crank it.
One is happy to serve.
Affirmative. Gunner, scan for target.
So you can see how the tanks kind of start. This is clearly a regular gasser, but some of the turbine tanks, they sound really cool when they start up. That BMD4, I think, is a twin diesel tank. That sounds kind of cool when it starts up. So they paid attention to some cool little things, but yeah. We're now in the third spot again, so we're going to go right for 3 so we can get on the cap circle as fast as we can. There again, I think if you look, last game I did 5K spotting damage or 7K spotting damage or something like that. So, you know, clearly the light tanks fill their role by having a better view range. So it's still fairly, you know, easy to understand your role right out of the box here. Good. Tracked him right in place, so now we can continue to get hit. Did I kill him? Oh, he did. Way to go.
TRF is pushing.
We're on cooldown. Let's punch it and get in there. Well, that was pretty fast. Those guys had these things ripped down to next to nothing pretty quickly.
Don't let hostiles hold the village. Don't let them take the carrier. Secure the bridge controls.
Hostile tank. Identified. Hostile. Smoke grenade out. Sabo.
Good work. Now hold that location.
Identify target. Hostile. Tag. Weapon tag.
We can't let them take the carrier, Black Company.
Well, clearly they didn't come this way because they haven't even taken out the AI spawn on their side of the map. So.
Target destroyed.
Oh, I missed that one. See, the reticles are pretty darn tight, but
Identified. Hostile. Tag. Smoke out. Crew move. Identify target. Hostile. Tag.
Whew, that's my big cousin right there, that MX. Got to stay careful. Now you can see these turrets. They're definitely going to try and hit me, so I've got to stay down here for a while. Whoop, jeez, that didn't work. Oh, the M1134. Yes, that's an OP missile turret. That's I think it has one tiny little gun on it, and the rest is ATGMs, man. That thing is just one big ATGM box. I mean, man, that thing just missiles coming out of that thing like a turret, like a bunker. So
Push him out.
surprised not a lot of people are going for these UAV points. The UAV points actually provide quite a bit of experience as spotting experience. You know, if you've spotted it or you are the direct result of the spot, you get a portion of the damage, and it's a fairly high portion. So, surprised not a whole lot of people are going for these. I'm actually. It looks like we're okay on the points. We've got 3. 2 looks like it's a little bit challenged. That guy may have an issue. He's a T90 though. He'll be okay. So, hopefully this guy will just buzz up to the other one and grab those bunkers. But
Drone ready to deploy. Drone underway.
let's grab these bunkers too next if we can.
Excellent work.
Incoming, huh?
Deploy drone to the marked loop.
See if we can help keep number 1 locked in. Okay, that BMD is getting that point, so that's good.
Black Company Top 4 has secured the village. New target coordinates on the way.
This guy's trying to hit me with some ATGMs. I do not know where there's a good point. Like I said,
Shut the valves off.
there's really not a good spot in here for me to be doing this. So
Black Company needs an ambulance. Ready when you are. AT team has been deployed. Drone ready to deploy. Don't let the TRF secure the runway. Deploy drone to the marked loop. Your marker, sir. Drone deployed. Enemy spotted. Transmitting coordinates.
Identify.
Black Company, the enemy on site will guard a location and provide the ammo. Well done. We can shut those valves off. The hostile drone.
Strike damage.
Destroy it.
Identify.
Be careful. Here I got. Ricochet.
Loader, squad.
just going to try and grief this guy a little bit by taking out most of his... There we go. It's only 100 hit, but I'm going to take out a lot of his modules with this HEP. There we go.
Identify.
Just keep him off the cap circle.
Turret
Squad. Get ahead.
Turret's jammed.
Squad. Identify.
Turret's fixed. Smoke out. Move, move.
Oh, boy. Well, tried to hold that as long as I could. Damage resets the cap circles, just like in other games. So, there's that BBO with those damn things. Yeah, now they're starting to take it. Darn it. Hopefully somebody gets in there and takes this thing. Currently, I would say the game is... I don't want to say that it's more geared towards light and wheeled vehicles and armored fighting vehicles, AFVs. But the quicker you can get to these cap points and do some serious damage and defense, then the better off you are. There are plenty of very fast, heavy tanks in this modern version of a tank game, so there's quite a bit. I've got to try and get that M1134 spotted so that I can get some team kills and get some points on that guy. He's probably sitting up there just farming a ton of points. off of his damage, off of his missiles. Like I said, I've got to get up here and get that guy spotted if I can.
AT team has been deployed.
Try and push farther into the spot. We need to try and take number 5. I don't know why anybody that's right here is not trying to take it. Okay, the BTR is. That's good.
Black company, hold
Goodness.
position.
Look, identify target.
Hold on location, Black company.
Identify target.
Send in a drone.
Oh, sorry.
Black company, take out those SAMs so we can send in air support. Take the warehouse. Incoming TRF forces, they want these bunkers.
Try and see if I can get this guy. I don't know if I can. No, this guy's just gonna...
Stop them.
You can see things are quite a bit bouncy. I mean, even of a light tank, you know, in another tank game, that would have just wailed on me. That would have nailed me wholehearted. That would have just, you know, I would have been hit really hard with that shot that he made. But well, somebody's in here taking this, and I don't have a chance to not do it. I mean, I'll just take this, take whatever I'm going to take, because I've got the
We're ahead. Track.
Strike ready on your command.
That's the only tank that I would say is probably OP in the game. It's insane. So, well, we're clearly losing this match by over 400 points. So back. I think my spawn points have just been strung out to the point where we coming in one at a time. Doesn't seem to be any. See that VBR is down there by himself. Let's see if we can tell them to attack that point.
Black company, hold this position.
See if they can help him out at all.
Destroy it.
Yeah. There's plenty coming to the 8 point. Got to try and take 6 away from that guy. There's another VBR there too, so that's good. That may help quite a bit. Oh, turn around the corner. Come on there, tank.
Good job, Black company, hold position.
Clearly we are an American tank, but my driver is Russian and has been drinking. That'll take us off of his radar for a second until I come straight through. That's fine.
Strike damage.
Jeez. $300 and some odd points of armor on the very front. I don't know if he was able to just wail on me. Maybe he can get me someplace else, clearly. So, well, we've got 9. They're going to come over and take 9. So now I'm going to go back up to the top spawn point. It looks like they're having a little bit of a difficulty taking back. What is that, 7? I don't know. There's too many tanks on it. So, well, that's the T-72A. All of that explosive reactive armor, call it. Yes, just get on it. Just get on the cap. Come on, guys. We got to get there.
Identify.
This guy's running around. What is he doing?
TRF took the ship storage. Ammo!
Look, keep. Strike damage.
Oh, bummer. Like I said, tremendous amount of hit points on that tank. Sacrificial armor all over the place. They can launch their missiles out point blank. the game actually kind of changed a little bit. It used to be like a minimum of almost 20. I think it was like 25 meters. No, it was like 9 meters or 6 meters or 8 meters before the missiles would arm themselves. So it was. I mean, it was. They had to stay a fair distance away from you before you got tagged by one of those things. But base capture, damage, only spotted 12, but I didn't get very many spotting, spotting damage, did I? So as you can see. But you can see we're making a fair amount of credits. But I mean, the next tank, what is it, 8 million? so I mean, it's yeah, you've got to grind through these buggers in order to try and get up to the next tank to where you need to go. So. Boy, I wish I would have a stellar game. You know, I don't play through my games and only show you the best ones and make you believe that I'm some super duper tank boss. I'm not. I'm an average guy. I like to play together in teams. I like to hold my wife's hand and walk on the beach. I'm just kidding. Maybe that's a little too much information, but. Yeah, just you know, enjoy the strategy and the angling and the moving, and this is quite a fun game. If we can get more than 22 people in the queue, if we can get upwards of thousands, and we can get this game really kind of kicked off, it's well, I like the graphics, I like the hitboxes better, I like the mechanics quite a bit better. Although World of the other tank game is making some significant changes and kind of following along in their footsteps. Like I said before, this actually has a test drive feature now. So if we want to go to, let's just say we go to Wolfie and we go to the Draco. So we're going to look at this preview on this Draco. Look at what this thing, it looks like a self-propelled, looks like an Arty, but it's not. It's just this full automatic, you know, condo kind of a of a tank destroyer with you know, it's fairly mobile except for the house that's on top of it, you know, but you know, it's a good thing. You can make your tea and make your bed and have dinner inside, but you can also test drive. You see down in here, and the test drive course is it's a Russian course, and it's actually really kind of cool. So been on it. You can actually shoot other tanks of same tier, similar tier, and just a little bit higher, but yeah, some pretty cool stuff. Here's the artilleries that Wolfie is talking about, or Wolfie offers. Zhang Fan, new, brand new, only a couple of patches ago, started offering this type line, and some of these tanks, they're brutal. They're comparable to the Shishkin's line of T90s and T80s, but if we let's just go to the tier 8, and then we'll go to Zhang Fan. And we'll go to their tier 8. So one is called the Type 90, the other one, excuse me, the T90, and the other one is the Type 98. And you can compare the damages. I mean, the damage is slightly less with slightly less penetration, but reload, well, in this case, the reload time is exactly the same. So the damage per minute is a little bit less, but you've got you know, you've got a few more hit points. What is that? Just over 100, 115 hit points to be used up. Turret armor is 380. The sides of the turret are 300 and 80. So we've got a little bit of a difference here. This is 390, 345, and 225 at the very back. So the turret you've got to really be concerned with. However, max speed is increased. 7 seconds from 0 to 32 kilometers. Hull traverse is 27.9. This is actually a little bit quicker. But the biggest difference is basically almost no hill you know, capabilities. -5 is okay. -8 is makes a world of difference. Just a taller profile. Yeah. So when I saw them bring these out, I was trying to, you know, think to myself. I thought, well, gosh, what is the difference? Why would they offer these types of tanks in a different configuration form from the Chinese vendor? Well, I'm kind of looking at them, and I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, the hull modifiers are a little bit less. You know, 1.70 hull modifier, 1.50, and these are 1.3 and 2 respective on the rear. But I really can't see a clear huge difference in why you would want them. I mean, they have a far better view range, yes, but on a heavy tank, what? I mean, really? I don't know. I mean, it's a full main battle tank. It's, you know, the MBTs are, you know, in your face, get in there and brawl kind of a thing. So it's all composite armor in here. This is non-explosive reactive armor, so you're going to bounce shots, you're going to take out ATGMs before they ever even get to you, whereas this composite armor, I'm not so sure it's going to do any of that. So it may have a slight reduction, but yeah, I can't quite see why to go down this line. It's probably why I don't see very many of them. You know, perhaps there's a big difference in the tier 7s. Maybe we can look at the Type 90-2 and go to the tier 7 T80. Maybe there's a big difference here. So let's see if we can figure that out. Oh, we're joining the match, so we'll have to come back. Yeah, there's a big difference there. The T80 and the Type 92, it's still the same thing. They're doing more damage. They've got the same reload times. They basically don't do as much damage, and they've got a little bit more armor on the sides of the turret, but the rear is pretty bad. So I don't know. Kind of an interesting tank tree. I don't see very many of the Chinese tanks. See lots of Russian tanks.